plastic versus aluminum. The very simple answer of why we prefer aluminum over plastic based on our experience is because we have a fleet service staff that can maintain aluminum. We have welders who can take care of this huge leak that Mr. Firestone saw in our garage while touring through, apparently, last week. If that were a VACCON unit, we would have to send it back to his shop for repair and several days, in our experience, of unavailability. So we have specific reasons based on our experience about why specifications were drawn out as they were.
Councilwoman Hensley mentioned that there are no winners when issues like this are handled in council chambers. I'll say that I realize myself that it does make an uncomfortable situation when people disagree over perception or perspective. It creates tension, discomfort, and maybe even confusion. The additional discussion and additional research provided by Public Works and other interested parties did serve to reassure the council and the general public that they had sufficient information to make a decision on a large ticket item. So while it made everyone feel uncomfortable, they came to an even better decision because of that. And so maybe that's the trade-off for things like that. I will say that we are living in very uncomfortable times lately when every dollar, every job, and every bid are increasingly competitive. And I think we're seeing some of that, whether in our own communities, whether it's in the media, whether it's in the council chambers, whether it's on the Capitol or Terrace Hill. Lots of issues to work out, definitely due to the recession and then our response to that. How do we pull out of it? So I think it was time well spent. It was a long session at the council, but I think a lot of things were accomplished.
But the long and short of this is, from an operating standpoint, based on our experience with both of the contestants here before you tonight, there is no question that backdoor is the preference of our operators and from senior staff here, not VACCON.
Is that the short answer?
Moving forward, so that the comfort level, we hope, of bidders to deal with the city of Des Moines is one that they feel comfortable with. It's open and they can be compliant and they understand the bidding request from the outset.
7 yes.
So we do have some headlines. We'll start off with transportation. Iowa court battle looms over electric car effort, and we've discussed this many times on the show. That's a photo right there. That is Jerry Land of Gabus Auto Distributors, and he's showing off one of the cars. He's a dealer with Gene Gabus. So Des Moines car dealer Gene Gabus is working to create a nationwide network of dealers to sell the new electric motor cars. He said the Ames Group hopes to sign a contract within weeks to have its vehicles assembled by Flextronics, a Singapore-based manufacturer with facilities in 30 countries. The cars, which blend American-made electrical parts with Romanian-built Dacia Logan bodies, have been in various stages of work by Iowans for more than 3 years. And so this problem has been covered by the Register at my first look since this past November. It's also been covered by the Des Moines Business Record. There have been lots of statements of various parties involved at the rate of progress and concern about that. So we'll see how that plays out. There's also a station wagon write-up in the same issue. And this is, by the way, the Thursday, February 24th Des Moines Register. And it says, the station wagon is quiet, feels solid. And so it's estimated that the juice needed for a full battery charge, good for 150 miles, will cost about $1.75. And so it looks like someone took a test drive in the station wagon and then did a write-up. And so you can see that in that issue of the Register.
We are in West Des Moines and we're looking for examples of straw.
This is the same block that leads to West Des Moines Public Library. Still on transportation, we've got another article from Des Moines Register. This is the Wednesday, February 16th, and roundabout concerns Beaverdale businesses. A city engineer says there's no evidence that the change would cause congestion. I'll show this picture again. This is the roundabout up here. Beaverdale and Urbandale is a pretty wide intersection. It's filled with small businesses and then a lot of traffic as well. That roundabout would be inserted in the middle of the intersection to slow down the traffic. Some business owners voiced concerns Tuesday about the impact a proposed roundabout would have on traffic, pedestrians, and taxes in the Beaverdale neighborhood of Des Moines. McRoberts, and this is John McRoberts, he's the owner of the senior housing complex at 2929 Beaver, also questioned whether the roundabout would worsen traffic, prompting drivers to avoid the intersection and its surrounding businesses. I predict no. I think it's worth a try because I think in actuality, since it would slow down traffic, it would assist pedestrians, possibly even bicyclists, since it's a bicycle-friendly neighborhood, and then thereby assisting the nearby businesses as well. And I see a lot of the same concerns reflected in this roundabout that were also reflected with the Ingersoll Avenue streetscape, where they put in bike lanes and narrowed the streets, make it more bike friendly. A lot of people were very nervous about that and overtly hostile to the idea, but it's actually benefited that neighborhood. So I'm thinking it might possibly be a benefit. Hopefully we can see how that plays out. But it is a nice area of town, and so I'm hoping for the best for Beaverdale.
That's the West Des Moines water tower. And these are some businesses in West Des Moines. Some loft space, some retail space.
The next article is still on transportation. Wanted. Smart, efficient name for a bus hub. This is the Thursday, February 17th, Des Moines Register. And is it a station, a depot, Union Center, health spa? Is it the downtown hub, Cherry Street, Central Station, the connector connection, the big bad bus depot? How about the Dart Transit Hub, Dart Mart, Dart Barn, the downtown Dartboard, Dartville, Dart Vader? Construction begins this spring south of Cherry Street between 6th Avenue and 7th Street. The opening would be in late 2012. The climate-controlled, mostly federally funded $20 million facility would be a vast improvement on the daily free-for-all that is the 25-year-old Walnut Street Transit Mall, which is awful. It's definitely in need of an update, and I'm really glad that DART's going to address that.